I would recommend the Oticon Opn S hearing aids to anybody with hearing loss, using me as an example who's benefited from them and got more out of life. I'm Gregg Stevenson, I'm 35, I live in Lancashire. I was injured in an IED blast in Afghanistan in 2009. I lost both legs, but also bilateral hearing damage, so that's the reason I wear hearing aids. Before being fitted with the Oticon Opn S hearing aids, I used to feel fatigued. I was having to concentrate a lot to get conversations, to hear things I needed to hear in my study, even my coaching in sport. There's times I had to be aware and times I had to really focus on hearing things. So to not have to be as attentive, just be able to hear it, obviously helped me feel less fatigued, and again I absorb more information because I could simply hear it. The environments I find the hearing aids most useful are all sorts, to be honest. A good example is in the gym. I can stream music without having to wear headphones. It's at a safe level, so I'm not blowing my eardrums out listening to rubbish music. But I'm also hearing it crystal clear and directly, which for me is really cool. I'm also, when I'm sat at home with the kids doing homework, it's great. I'm not missing anything. The kids aren't getting frustrated because Dad's vacant or not understanding what's being said. I'm in the moment, and that's really important to me. My eldest child had a speech delay when he was younger, and it was very frustrating for both of us not to be, hearing things or understanding things at such a crucial age. So, I am aware of how important it is to be current and to, get the whole picture. And I used to isolate myself from crowds because I knew I couldn't hear what was going on. It was very frustrating. I'd go out with friends and I wouldn't go to certain restaurants I'd had bad experiences in. Not to sound depressed, and I don't think I was just being realistic, because what's the point in sitting there for 2 or 3 hours when people are having a great evening and not hearing anything? Or at the football, I couldn't, with the crowd background noise, it was so overwhelming, I stopped going. Where all of a sudden now, I take my kids with me and my wife and their granddad, and it's just back to the things we should be doing as a family, simply because of one switch. So it's great. I want to be in, I want to be out with my family. I don't want to be avoiding taking them to a restaurant. I want to go and watch sport. I want to, be aware and hear things that my coaches are saying. I don't want to be the one that's, trying to hide in the middle of the pack, hoping I don't get asked a question. I want to be all the things that I know I can be, and they truly help in the fantastic hearing aids. For me, this is so exciting because it all feels so brand new, and technology is great, but actually the technology is really helping me get more out of life. This is the first set of hearing aids I've had that are rechargeable, which for me is a massive deal. It's good for the environment, which I'm a bit of a geek about, but also, I'm travelling around a lot, so I can just throw the charger in the bag and I know I'm taken care of. The next chapter of my life is to continue training hard, still keep that ambition of trying to get to the Paralympics. As well as just enjoying life. I would challenge anybody to actually look at the situation they're in and use me as an example as someone who's had the benefits from getting a decent hearing aid, and honestly the Oticon Opn S has enhanced my life.